Hello friends, my name is Dr. Kunal Nath and I am a neurologist and a medical legal consultant. There have been some issues which have confused doctors over the years since medical law became active. First issue is that if a patient suffers a medical negligence of a doctor, I am talking about the criminal medical negligence, and patient dies, then can the doctor be arrested? Number one. Suppose the patient doesn't die, patient lands up in a vegetative state or he suffers some disability. Can the doctor be arrested? Third, in any case of medical negligence on the criminal side, the criminal negligence, can the doctor be directly arrested by the police? Because some of other medical legal consultants, I have heard their videos, they have said that there is from the prosecution side, there is a lot of harassment of doctors. So maybe there may be some cases where the law has been illegally applied upon doctors, but we should know what actually is the situation. So the question number one, whether after a death by criminal negligence, can a doctor be directly arrested? The answer we all know is a no, which is by the Jacob Matthews guidelines given by the Honourable Supreme Court, which clearly says that whenever there is an allegation of criminal negligence, whether it is death or any offence related to negligence, expert medical opinion is mandatory. There was a confusion in this, whether the Jacob Matthews guideline apply only to death by criminal negligence or even to any disability which results because of criminal negligence. So I would like to quote that line from Jacob Matthews judgment of the Honourable Supreme Court, which will clear this. We propose to lay down certain guidelines for future which should govern the prosecution of doctors for offences of which criminal rashness or criminal negligence is an ingredient. So they have not specified that it is only for death. It is any offence in which criminal rashness or criminal negligence is an ingredient. Jacob Matthews guideline will be followed, and yes, the police have mandatorily to take a expert medical opinion before registering an FIR, either under death by criminal negligence, that is 304A or of the Indian Penal Code, which is now 106(1) of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, or 338 IPC, which is now 125 Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So there is no chance that police will directly come and arrest a doctor or institute a criminal case against a doctor in either of these sections without taking an expert medical opinion. Number two, what are the chances of a doctor getting arrested and facing harassment from the prosecution? So in this, I would like to quote a very important judgment of the Honourable Supreme Court, which is by which our legal team, of which I am a part as a medical legal consultant, regularly quotes in courts, which is the Arnesh Kumar judgment, which came in 2014, which has specifically the important points of the Arnesh Kumar judgment are that whenever there is an offence, the maximum punishment of which is less than equal to 7 years, in such cases, the police will, in a cognizable offence, the police will normally not arrest unless there are very specific reasons for the police to arrest that person. What the police will do in these cases, will send a notice of 41A CRPC to the person accused. He will come to the police station, give his version, and he will be sent home. He will not be arrested. The grounds of arrest are very specific, and if the police do not follow these ground of arrest, they can be liable for departmental inquiry as well as contempt of court. And if there is any malicious intention on the part of the police officer to arrest the particular person or a doctor in this case, even section 211 of the Indian Penal Code, which is malicious prosecution, can be applied. So none of the offences of which doctors are alleged in medical negligence, either it is 304A, the maximum punishment of which is 2 years, or it is 338 IPC, which is now 125 BNS, rash act leading to grievous hurt, the maximum punishment of which is 3 years. So in either case, if the Arnesh Kumar guidelines of the Honourable Supreme Court and combined with the Jacob Matthews guidelines, they are followed, that there is no chance legally that a doctor can be arrested without like a other offender who has done some murder or some other form of voluntary grievous hurt. So suppose now the question arises that even the police do not follow these guidelines and just on the allegation of death by criminal negligence, they go and arrest a doctor. So what are the options for a doctor? So this I will be detailing in a separate video, that suppose if there is a malicious prosecution of a doctor, how can a doctor fight that malicious prosecution? And it is a very important, how we all doctors should know, and we should discuss it with our lawyers whenever any of us faces such a situation. But legally, as of the substantive law and the criminal law, there is no provision which comes to my mind where a doctor does his work honestly, even if the patient dies or suffers grievous injury because of his management. There is no point in law where doctor can be directly, FIR can be filed without medical opinion taken, or he can be arrested. The maximum, he can be called to the police station and give his version, and only after the medical opinion proves that he is liable for any negligence, even then both of these offences are bailable. Bailable means the bail will be from the police station, he will never have to go to jail. 304A, which is now 106(1), as well as 338 IPC, which is now 125, they both are bailable offences. Bailable offences are those offences where the bail is a right. You go to the police station with 2 sureties and you get your bail and come back. So though it is a grim scenario, now doctors, some are being maliciously prosecuted, which I have seen also and unfortunately heard also, but to cast a very grim picture that everything is lost, I think that is not the case. But again, my voice is not final. This is my interpretation of law, and anybody can have their own expert legal opinion to decide for their own course. Thank you very much.